Coaching and teaching go hand in hand, and that is just one topic of conversation in tonight's No Days Off as our Mark Coons talks with Northview boys basketball coach Jeremy McDonald.
Jeremy, what first brought you into basketball? Where did your love of the sport begin?
When I was about 4 years old, fell in love with Michael Jordan in the Chicago Bulls. When I was 7, one of the best things my parents did for me was got me a membership to the Boys and Girls Club of Toledo on the east side. Had some really great mentors there, Brett Durden and Tony Bryant, that kind of took me under their wing. I was constantly playing against older kids. I had a brother that was 3 years older than me. We traveled around to parks my entire childhood playing competitively, played high school basketball, weight, and just been obsessed with the game since probably 4, 5, 6 years old.
It's kind of amazing when you look at it, how many coaches have come out of that east side of Toledo. We talk about the Guerreros, you talk about the Heinschels, and obviously you're part of that tradition now as well.
Yeah, Dave Boyce, Matt Wortham, some great coaches, young and old. Jim Welling, Jerry Sigler from the east side of the river, so something about that, the waters over there.
So as a kid, you grew into this love for the sport. What brought you into coaching then?
I was a year or two out of high school and had decided at 5'9" my basketball career was probably over. I had a conversation with Bob Utter, who was the athletic director of Wait, where I was a student prior to that. Asked me if I had considered going into coaching. My coach my senior year, Joe Suboticki, had just taken the Scott job. He wasn't quite sure who the head coach was going to be. Asked me if I was interested in coming on as an assistant. Jumped right on it, and from day one just loved being back in the gym and teaching the game and trying to give back all the things that were given to me.
Like the vast majority of coaches, you also teach as well. You see coaching and teaching going hand in hand.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a phys ed teacher. Right now I'm teaching at Stranahan Elementary. I've been there for 13 years. My training as a phys ed teacher, I feel, has really helped me in coaching. Just learning how to break things down into parts, working in small groups, repetition over quality of instruction. I think that's really helped our program. It's really helped me as a coach as well.
How have you grown as a coach? I mean, 6 years now you've been the head coach at Northview, and as you've touched on, a lengthy career as an assistant before that. How have you seen your coaching philosophy grow and develop?
My main thing is I've learned to not take things personally. When I got into coaching, I was 19 years old. I worked for a guy that would complain about the trajectory of the jump ball. And I kind of had that mindset that if a bad call went against us as a 20-year-old, somebody was trying to cheat us. And I've matured a lot in that regard. Our officials in this area are fantastic. I watch a lot of college and NBA, and I'm really thankful for the officials that we do have, especially this year in the year of the coronavirus. I think they're the unsung heroes. Without them, this couldn't be done, and they have to do a lot, and I really respect them. I've kind of developed my basketball philosophy into motion offense, man-to-man defense. Early in my career, lots of different experiences with other things, but it's just the way I like to prepare the kids, and I feel like it's adjustable, our motion offense. There's been a couple years where we've been very post-dominant. We had Alec West for a couple years where if anything went wrong, we could just ball screen. Just the adaptability of motion offense and being able to tailor it to the athletes that you have, it really fits the way I like to coach, and I think it fits the kids' style as well.
I think that's interesting, because I think one of the knocks on basketball over the last maybe 15, 20 years is we see overcoaching a little bit, where we've got guys on the sidelines who want to dictate every play, where I think basketball is best when it's kind of jazz and improvisational, and guys are able to flow and make their own choices on the floor. Is that what you're trying to help your kids do while they're playing? Absolutely,
especially on the offensive end. Every coach is different. I think one of the things young coaches make, one of the mistakes they make is they think there's only one way to do things. Like shooting is one of my areas of expertise. I was a 1-2 stepper my entire career. Now we're teaching the hop. It's a way I've evolved as a coach. We played Perrysburg last night. Coach Boyce is a set play guy. I'm a motion guy. I would certainly never, say that I'm better than he is, or my way's better than he is. There's more than one way to approach the game. But for me, I like to control the defensive end. We work really hard on how we guard different actions. We work really hard on a scouting report, how to take away what other teams do. Offense is more free-flowing, letting the kids read and react, teaching them how to play in practice, and then letting them do their own thing in the game.